this should change to live over here. Yep. And then do the intro and mute us.
Do you guys get those intros done yet? Did you? This intro is just...
Kill somebody. That's it. That one's live. Oh, and now we're going back to the video. Enjoy the intro.
Because you're not going to see it that much longer.
I'm still going to have this, which is the intro. Go to the right scene over here. Come on.
How about Chris?
Welcome into Nebraska Booze and Babble.
Season 3, episode something.
19.
19.
I'm Chris, and this is Nathan.
Here at Nebraska Booze and Babble, we have a different booze of the week, and we babble on about whatever we want to babble on about. Today's mixologist is our mixologist.
Award-winning.
I was going to say, I got to be
award-winning
champion mixologist.
We can now... Have you won anything before?
I'm 1 for 1.
Yeah, he's 100%. He's 100% better than Rocky could say after his first battle.
Just saying, 1 for 1.
Right? So, producer, can you hand me my drink there? Sure. So we can get it on the video.
Sure.
But yeah, we have our producer Spanky over here.
Now the reason that it looks like I just have ice cubes in my cup.
Oh, does Blue not show up?
Because Blue does not show up on the chroma.
Roy's not on camera.
Roy's going to come this way, Chad.
Basically to this.
I can go this way though a little bit so that there's more space.
I can go.
I mainly over here because the table's right there.
Oh, that looks amazing.
Is it any better?
No, we still have gone. You're going to have to come over to the crack.
You're
going to have to come over to the crack.
You can still go over more.
I could, but like it's uneven.
So is his.
Okay, well, yeah.
Calm your shit.
Whoa.
How's this?
Alan, take this before I spill it.
Oh my god.
Well,
How's
that's what I
that?
have a producer for.
How's
You're
that?
good.
You're on.
Am I good? Am I good? Am I good?
You're good. Oh, you're good.
You're good.
You're so good, Roy.
I know. Thank you
You're
guys
okay.
for telling me.
So,
You're okay.
Well, first off,
all right.
You said you're award-winning. I think we need to explain why he's award-winning.
I think
right?
you guys need to explain. I don't like to talk about it myself.
Okay, I'll be happy to explain. So everybody that watches religiously, and even our newest fans know, we did a Bloody Mary crawl out at the Woodland Campground.
Shout out to Woodland Campgrounds!
And all of our new followers that are from Woodland Campgrounds, hope you're enjoying this right now. They aren't because they're not live on Facebook. Hit live on Facebook.
Oh,
no, on my phone.
And we know that's when they're gonna. We know that's where our peeps are.
The big blue button.
Our Woodland peeps are on Facebook.
So now we're live on Facebook.
Oh, jeez.
So Woodland peeps.
Is that actually just
No.
pointed at the computer?
It was, but it moved. So.
Wow.
No,
Don't tell people.
our
Oh, look, we're live.
It's our high quality.
Don't touch it.
So.
Don't touch it.
Oh, there. That's much better, actually.
Yeah, it's almost as good as we're
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
get
There. Oh, Miranda Janusik likes the photo you're tagged in. Oh, wait. That's
So, sorry, Facebook followers. You missed the intro.
you can catch us next time.
But we're here.
Yeah, you can find it on YouTube. So, we participated in the Bloody Mary crawl to raise money at our campground. And our mixologist did not... The deal was make a Bloody Mary and an alternative drink for people who did not necessarily like...
alternative drink?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Or two.
Oh.
For people who did not necessarily like Bloody Marys, which was a huge
I'm not
amount
aware of
huge
the
amount of
alternative drink rule.
Yeah, they had
because
to make it.
my favorite Bloody Mary was yours, but my second favorite Bloody Mary that was more Bloody Mary, like in traditional was the one that didn't have any other drinks. Like it was just that's all they had was the Bloody Mary with the celery stick.
Who's that?
The Wiggins.
Wiggins?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Wiggins.
Oh.
Just like in terms of just plain Bloody Mary taste, it was one of the spiciest ones.
It was.
Yep.
And
I actually that was not my favorite Bloody Mary. My favorite was would have been there was two of them go on together, but basically Nick.
The two girls?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nick's one.
Brooke and
Misty.
Misty, yes.
Yeah.
See, she
so I
was
gotta throw a
making
shout out
hers
to Brooke and
live.
Misty because they made them live on the spot.
Mhm.
It was a
Yes.
pre-mix.
Yeah.
Which is tough to do.
Yeah.
Mine was mixed by that time.
Yeah. But
Remixed.
they were the first ones
No,
to
they
do
were
it while we were
remixed.
recording, so that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we at our stop at Nebraska Booze and Babble mixologist stop, he had a more untraditional.
Definitely.
For all the people that
But
don't
it had
like
all the
Bloody
things
Marys.
in it. It had all the things in it that make a Bloody Mary.
Yep.
It was,
But-
yep.
It was more of like a tropical
we
theme.
can post
Bloody
those
Mary.
recipes.
Yeah, we'll post. We didn't get on.
So
posting
so
the
basically, it
recipes.
was a Hawaiian theme. So our whole Hawaiian theme, for those that weren't there, didn't tune in, we had like a tiki hut set up, and we had kind of a Hawaiian theme going on. So there was a what we called the Bloody Moana.
Excellent naming for that one.
Yes, that was good.
It's
So-
in a rare move. Roy made some excellent names.
Yes. It happens on a great occasion. So, so yeah, the Bloody Moana. So it has your tomato juice, as typical Bloody Mary has to have, and then it had a V8 Splash Tropical Fusion juice in it also. And then it had vodka, of course, which is Bloody Mary, but I used pineapple vodka. So once again, going down the theme, but keeping it to a core recipe. And I remember, I think that was just about it. It was pretty, I mean, not a lot of fanfare, just a little bit different on the take.
Yeah.
And then we, for the alternative drinks, that we actually had two. The first one was a... something you guys have seen on the show before, our Man Mosas. I did a tropical Man Mosa.
That is a show favorite. If you haven't seen it, look up the video.
And big hit. A
everybody loved it.
A lot of people like that. And then I went ahead and, because as Nebraska Booze and Babble, as we always do, we kick it up a notch. And so, of course, we had another alternative drink.
Which was the park favorite.
Which was definitely, I mean, word of mouth. People came looking for this drink based on word of mouth. And that was... the Java drink, so Java juice is what we called it.
Yeah.
And
I hated that.
that one was a coffee-based drink, so it had coffee. It had coffee liqueur.
You should let me get Facebook pulled up.
It had vanilla vodka. It had a chocolate liqueur. No, it did not have chocolate liqueur.
I didn't taste any chocolate.
It's an amaretto. It had, I'm trying to do this all off the top of my head here.
Some sort of Baileys.
Oh, it did. It had espresso cream Baileys in it. And I might be missing one. Oh, rum chata.
Oh, yeah.
They had the rum chata.
So to top those three off, we had fermented jungle juice.
And that was fun because it was out on the cart and people had to find it.
People really liked it.
They really did love
after
it.
the word got around that we were driving the Booze and Babble cart around and that they had to find us,
people were stopping.
When he left, I drove him out.
Yeah.
And the people in front of us stopped me.
Yeah, like
and
they
where's the
pulled
booze?
him and stopped him.
And you did rest and you disappointed a lot of people,
Yeah, we
Nathan, when you were
disappointed.
driving around.
Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't even thinking about that. But yeah, I mean, it was definitely fun. I'm
At the end
going
of the
next
day,
year.
we definitely won. And of course, there were some people who were
Dissenters.
they
We call them
happy.
We call them sore losers.
And but
Wait, what? Were there people that
yes,
were pissed off?
they basically believed that I won because of not the Bloody Mary, and then that wasn't fair because that wasn't the rules, and blah 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 blah.
Except
blah.
there was the rules.
So,
And we even
and let's be honest,
started
it raised
that.
the money for the park.
Yeah, we raised
and
a lot of
now
money.
a lot of the people who didn't win, of course, said that the prize money was too much, and blah 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 blah. But anyway, that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, the prize money was
And-
barely enough to cover what it cost to make
Exactly.
the drinks.
So
Yeah.
But it was pretty awesome that it was a win.
And it was
When
nice
we were
meeting
driving
all the
around
neighbors
tasting
and
other
stuff,
people's
too.
stuff, people were like, "Oh, have you guys been to the one with the coffee?" I'm like, last night, this morning, and sounds good.
every week, generally,
Yeah. I mean, which week were we having this coffee drink?
I have about a gallon left
Ooh.
sitting at the fridge in my house.
Coffee drink?
Oh, we'll have to finish that off sometime.
Next weekend.
Heck yeah. We'll let Roy, or Alan have any. So that's a catch up from the. If you're on our Facebook page, there's like 9 videos that are all pretty short, but
Oh, yeah.
each one of
So-
them is us taste testing the
Guess
Bloody
that's
Mary.
translated into this drink.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
we'll
what's
move
our
on
drink
to the
for
drink
today?
of today.
So, at my place of work currently, we are having a holiday party apparently in December, and I am kind of became now known that I may make a drink or two. And so I've been asked to make a couple drinks for the holiday party. And so I worked up this one tonight. We did some tasting beforehand to get the recipe just right because, hey, nothing, people think this just, automatic.
You did get it right on the first try, though. I just want to throw that out.
That is true, but we tried four other
You did
tries.
go 4 other ways just to make sure.
So, yes, maybe I did get it right. It only takes once. However, I always fine-tune to make sure I had the best one. So that sets you apart. That's the difference.
That's something that we do wrong because I've never tried to make the drink before I actually made the drink. It was I got the ingredients and...
Well, you got to have everybody together with you when you do it because, like, we did that with the root beer drink. We got together for the root beer drink and tried different versions of it till we got where we wanted
Generally,
it.
at a party, or I do stuff on the fly all the time. But this is, this is for something very specific. It's going to be for a lot of people. It's a very important thing. So I want to make sure I had the best possible version of this.
And of all the ones, I know different people like sour, not sour. This, but this is not like my level sweet.
I think it's a nice balance.
This is not a crisp sweet drink right here.
Nope.
This is a go to a cocktail bar, get it made drink. You'd probably pay $8 for this.
Oh, easily. Yeah. So let's go ahead and you guys give your description. How would you describe this drink?
Well, it's got good fruit tones. Like got a pineapple flavor and a coconut flavor, with a little bit of citrus to it. I taste a little citrus, but I'm sensitive to the sourness. It's not sour in any way, shape, or form. Very smooth. What do you get?
I just get good drink.
God damn it.
I think it tastes like the ocean.
Oh, shit.
So
it's salty?
It definitely.
So it's not salty.
It doesn't taste like there's alcohol in this at all.
It does not.
There is no alcohol.
It's very good though. Very smooth.
If you're a fan of ices, it tastes a lot like the blue icy at the movie theater.
It does.
Yeah, but they're not like no raspberry flavor though.
No, I don't know why it tastes that way, but it tastes kind of that way.
I think blue sometimes gets some people ahead with that.
Yeah,
I think you might be right.
I think you want it to because that's the blue you're.
That's the blue you're always having.
But I don't know. I'm thinking I'll probably maybe let them name it. But I like maybe something like Christmas Beaches or Christmas Beach or something.
Christmas on the Beach.
Something. Yeah, maybe.
That's actually an excellent.
Christmas on the Beach.
Yeah, that works really well, especially because as you drink it down, you get your ice in there, so it's a little more white.
What's in a sex on the beach?
Nothing like this.
A penis and a vagina with sand.
It's like orange and reddish yellow.
No?
I think Christmas on the beach.
Yeah, Christmas on the beach.
Christmas on the beach. I think that's good.
I like the name Christmas on the beach.
Speaking of Christmas on the beach, my mom and dad were like, "Nope, can't come down for Christmas. We're going on vacation to Florida." Yeah. What?
That's some garbage. I took my family to Jamaica.
You took your family. They were like, "See you guys. You can't come down. We're leaving."
They are their only family now.
No, I'm their family.
You're grown.
When vacations are involved, I'm their family.
They had to get rid of you guys to have a good time.
For real.
So what all is actually in this then? Did you say it on camera yet?
Jeez. Okay, so you got...
She texted you the recipe.
I don't need it. I got pineapple rum, coconut rum, hypnotic.
You can't taste the hypnotic at all.
There's your citrus.
A little bit of blue carousel, just a slash. Citrus. And a little extra blue color to it mainly, let's be honest.
It's also where you get a little hint of sweetness.
A little bit. And then it's a... the one thing I'm missing is the actual mixer. It's basically it's coconut water pineapple mix. It's a juice that you buy.
Yep.
Pre-mixed that I used. We tried a couple different ones, and this one definitely was the hit.
Depending on the day of your Christmas party, I could come serve for you. That way you can enjoy the party.
They have professional bartenders.
Oh, they're gonna do that. That'll be cool.
Yeah, they already got them to agree to make whatever I tell them.
Awesome.
So,
that's cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I looked into napkins. It's gonna cost some dollars. For like 400 of them, it's like damn near $60.
Booze and Babble napkins?
Yeah, because you got to pay for the art to be put on. Now, if you just want a napkin with the print that says like your website and printed letters, they're like 40 cents a piece. Mm-hmm. But if you want your logo on it, that's like basically getting almost a shirt printed.
All right.
You have to pay for all that.
I will ask that question before we ever do that, and
find out if
we
they
can
would
decide.
be willing.
So, all right.
Well, so that's the booze part of the show. We'll continue to drink the booze. Now, this is a live episode.
Yep.
So you can call in at the number right here at the top over there. 402-979-6262. That's 402-979-Nbnb. If you're on Facebook or on YouTube, either one of those, you can jump in the chat. We see both chats, even though you don't. And you can tell a host to drink. You can tell the producer to finish his drink, and you can tell the mixologist
do whatever
he'll do it.
Yeah, pretty much. If it comes to drinking alcohol, yeah, pretty much.
Around the halfway point, we'll have a little special event because today is National Drink a Beer Day.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that it is. And I got carded buying my beer.
Because you bought a single can.
Because you bought a single.
We all know only teenagers do that.
Because you bought a single.
So I knew I wasn't going to finish pack anytime soon because I'm busy all week and I'm going to be out of town next week. And I just wanted one can, so I was looking at the singles. And they had the clearance cart, and it had Bell's beer in it, which I like that brand of beer. They were actually...
I love that you bought a clearance beer. I just got to throw that out there.
What you got for 50 cents?
It was the Bell's Oberon. We've had it on the show before, and they were our official coasters for... I liked it. I thought it was good.
It's beer, so I believe
Yeah. Well, yeah, you don't like any beer. But yeah, I got carded because I was buying...
root beer?
I was buying one can.
I also enjoy root beer.
And the can was $1
Ginger
too.
beer is some bad
You paid $1 for a can. That's on clearance.
Yeah.
Man,
I paid $10 for 12 bottles of beer.
you got a better deal. Sorry, you're not clearance, you got a worse deal.
Yeah.
You're not a thrifty shopper.
You're not thrifty.
Alright,
Well, what's our first topic? What do you guys want to hit? What do we got over there?
We have at some point tonight. You guys have to talk about what's going on.
I feel like
politics.
We'll need that. We'll
Should we
need
wait
the
for it to
politics
get over
for
and
the
see
last.
what actually happens?
I'd like to hear everybody's opinion right now,
Yeah.
even if it's not fully formed.
Yeah.
And not so much on the politics itself, but on the concept of what's being allowed. I'll explain myself.
We'll get
let's wait till the other half of the show.
All right.
We hit some of these topics pretty quick and like go through them fast because we don't really want to have a long conversation on stuff like
gender
stuff
like this.
So,
but at least he has a
But
shirt.
you guys can call in at 402-979-6262 and y'all can talk to us about any topic and we'll get involved.
Yeah. Okay. So let's get started.
This title, I mean, it says more parents are raising their kids as gender creative. Thank you, sir. I call bullshit. I bet you there's 2 parents that are doing this. So yes, that is more.
It's probably more than 2.
I want to believe that there's only 2 parents doing this.
I mean, Lincoln was the school that did the purple penguins and blue elephants.
But let's be honest, they probably just use different words than creative. So they just... Fluid.
Yeah.
So I think been used a lot. You get to choose.
You don't.
That's what it boils down to.
You're either born
Chris.
with a penis or you're born with a vagina.
But that doesn't mean what you are inside is a gender.
But it does.
That just anatomically...
That's your gender. Your gender is biology, not
a
not
male
physiology.
or female. That does not
that
make
right?
you how you feel inside of being whatever gender you happen to feel like.
No, and I would love for somebody to call and try to argue this for me.
I don't care what adults do.
Correct.
So studies show that
I think that's actually not true.
Well,
I
don't
think
care
it's true
what
that he doesn't care.
I don't care what adults do with their own personal self, as long as it's not affecting another person. Like, if you want to wear a dress, I don't care if you wear a dress. Wear a dress. That's
that's
totally
good
fine.
because I have on several occasions.
But generally, what this is saying is they said if their kid wants to wear a dress, they let them. They don't tell them it's wrong, and they don't say no.
But so the studies show that transgender kids are more likely to be suicidal and all that kind of stuff. So I don't know.
But there's reasons for that.
So
Nathan.
they're getting picked on or being bullied. I mean, there's that side.
And they're
confused
because I absolutely believe there's certain people who truly are in their head it's a conflict, and because of that, it would drive you. I mean, it wouldn't be hard.
Yeah.
I think that parents just are doing this because it's the in thing.
Right, and I don't think, based on reading the article, I didn't get that parents were being like, oh, if you want to wear a dress, that's fine. Because that's kind of, I mean, not always, but it's always been pretty much like boys that play dress up with the girls and the sisters and stuff. Nobody ever really cared. They have tea parties, all that jazz. But what I got from this was they were encouraging the kids to not say they were boys or girls, but to just be fluid. And I don't believe that we need to encourage this mentality. We need to just raise the kids.
Well, okay, I'm just going to play
I do
devil's
not
advocate.
agree with boys should buy boys' toys, girls should buy girls' toys. I don't think that's
I'm just going to play devil's advocate. What if no one had ever defined that?
Ever
Then
defined
it'd just be left alone. It wouldn't be a fad.
But there's no way to get back to that without ever going down this road of you're not a boy or girl.
Once you define the color green, it's always going to be green. I got it.
So until that were to be reset, because in theory it doesn't matter, right?
What doesn't matter?
If you're a boy or girl.
It doesn't matter until you try to put things in your body to force your body to change to the way you think.
Yes, absolutely, and that's different. But I'm saying is
just realistically,
because
feeling like you're a girl and you have a penis and dressing like a girl is not a big deal.
And all of that is all I want to wear what I want to wear. It doesn't have anything to do whether I'm a boy or girl.
Yep.
All that comes from labeling.
Right. Well, and
what I'm saying is all of that wasn't there. It would just be what it is. People wear what they're comfortable in, and it is what it is, and no one's a boy or girl. It's just people are people, and you like who you like, and all of that.
I just don't understand when being labeled as a sex, male or female, ever became an option from the physiology of the concept, from the science.
Well, now
when did we change that? Like, it's in our lifetime, because our parents did not have anybody they knew. Like they knew transgendered people.
Right.
That's not a new concept. But there was nobody that was like going around being like, well, I feel like a woman, so I am a woman. No, they were like, I'm a guy with a penis, but I want to be a woman, so they were getting things done to their bodies.
True. Shania Twain said she felt like.
Oh my Jesus!
Honestly, there was.
I stand corrected.
But what it boils down to, I mean, it's a generation of people who want to challenge
every single status quo.
There is. I mean, right? That they're saying, why is there labels? Is it
Because
necessary
they're
for any
facts.
reason? There used to be reasons, let's be honest.
There did.
Because guess who put all those labels in place?
People.
No.
White men.
White males.
Oh my gosh.
It's true. It is true.
It's really not, though, because in Africa, hundreds of years ago, they had boys and girls. They all wore skirts or nothing.
Yeah, it
wasn't clothing that identified you.
No.
But it was the fact that you had a cock hanging there, or you had two titties hanging there, that made you a boy or a girl.
Well, let's be honest. All that was about was they figured out that that's how you recreated people.
That's all that mattered.
And that's all that mattered.
Yep. Procreation defined two people.
Yep. So
and then
now,
and obviously back, it's from the beginning of time.
That was all.
Men had
absolutely.
I'm gonna fucking kill that kid.
If he dies now, you're on.
Dude, I hope he does.
That's twice.
Yes.
There's no denying
It's
it.
3 times
Just going to
making a
jail.
Should never wish death on somebody.
Dude, well, after I've already had, you want me to show the video of the conversation we've had?
But I don't care.
So,
you still shouldn't
He almost ran over
people
Addison doing that shit last week. That's why.
So people say like sex is different from gender. That's like what people are saying now. Is someone who is transgender that switched from male to or boy to girl and had the surgery, do they still admit they're a male, or do they say they're a female sex because they had the gender reassignment surgery?
In my experience, they say that they're that.
They usually call
sex.
themselves a female at that point.
Yes.
So they think that having that surgery changes their sex.
No, they actually. In my experience, they actually thought that ahead before they ever had that.
Yes.
So
that they matched their body.
They made their body match their feelings, which doesn't make scientific sense.
But the only reason they have to do that,
but we're not science.
The only reason they're saying they have to even say that is because they have the same definitions in their head, so they have to rectify with the world.
But the boy that had his penis cut and turned into a vagina, when he goes to the doctor, does not go to an OBGYN. He goes to a doctor who treats him based on the surgeries he's had and the fact that he has a physiology of a male inside him.
Yeah.
That's how you have to.
The issue that I have is when it starts coming to like the precedents that are set with laws and that sort of a thing, because if someone can, if it's legally defined that like because they say they're a woman, this is happening because they think they're a woman, what's the difference between that versus someone who says, well, I think I'm a 14-year-old girl, or I think I'm African American, or like all these other things that people are actually doing and saying, like, how can we differentiate them if physiologically you're not that, but you say you are and you believe you are? Why shouldn't we believe that person too?
Okay, the only one that I have a problem with is anybody trying to take advantage of children
Yep.
Well, I don't agree with that in any
But
way.
I don't know what you're referring to as being I'm African American or whatever.
So they call
because
that
all of I mean there was the lady who was over the NAACP or something.
Yeah, and there's other.
They
people
call
that
that the
say
straw
too.
man argument, like, oh, you're just going to build on straws in order to defend
But
your side.
that crap happens though. So in England, there was a transgender male to female that was convicted of raping women and sentenced to prison.
Yep.
And because they said they were female, they were put in a female prison.
Where they raped.
And they raped more females.
Yep.
So where do we draw the line? Should that person still be in a female prison, or should they...
Okay.
Or solitary confinement, really. But then people say that being in solitary confinement is like torture, and you can't do that.
And it's all bad, right?
Yeah.
And that's bad that happened. But there's plenty of women who are raped by women in prison. Just
Yeah,
like males
rape
and
right now.
males.
I mean,
So-
rape is rampant in prison.
So rape is rape. So
But putting a male, whether they've had the surgery or not, still physiologically stronger, bigger, in general, in a facility with lots of women to prey upon. It's putting a fox in a hen house.
Yeah. And
It's gonna eat. It's that simple.
This person, they hadn't had the surgery done. They
They
still
obviously
had
still
their
have the thing.
parts.
So actually, what I would do is you put a wing, and all rapists go in that wing.
I like that. Oh,
Honestly,
man.
I don't give a shit.
Murderers go in one
yeah.
wing. Rapists go in one wing.
I don't care how
Theft
inhumane.
people go in one ring.
I don't care how
right?
inhumane solitary confinement. You've lost your right to humanity.
And the
to an
child
extent.
molesters go
Like-
in the murderer or the rapist wing.
Either way, whatever.
The child molesters, you just let them go. That shit gets taken care of in prison.
Not quite anymore. They say it's not nearly.
Oh, not as much, huh?
That's unfortunate.
To me, like your inhumane treatment only goes so far in prison.
Yeah, I'm not.
Especially for rapists, murderers, that kind of like extreme stuff.
No.
I mean, I'm sorry if you get stuck in a room for the next 10 years by yourself. You
don't
made
care.
you made a lot of bad choices.
Yep.
Sorry. What are you looking for?
So.
Oh, that was the next.
Yeah, I rolled up to that one
Yeah.
during the
Okay.
transition.
But,
Yeah.
I don't know.
So it's a tough situation. My only thing with any of the letting the kids be transgender and stuff is when you start giving them medicine when they're 8, 9, 10 years
Absolutely.
old.
I don't agree
That
with that.
fucks up their bodies.
Nope.
It's proven beyond a fact that you can't argue with.
Yep. Nope.
That's not okay.
I agree with that.
The little TV show with Jazz, the girl, that's a boy, that's a girl, I don't know, but she's only 13.
And she's already had the
so
surgery.
many. She's already had the surgery and stuff. So many medical issues coming from that.
But let's be honest. I mean, think of all the other drugs people give to their kids that they shouldn't be.
Yep.
Right? Because it's easier to
Ritalin,
treat
all
them.
that
Yep,
stuff.
all that stuff.
The problem that I have with all of it is the ages that some of this stuff is happening. Because, I mean, a child's brain isn't even fully developed until they're like an older teenager.
Nope. I think there should be.
Young 20s.
I actually honestly think you should have to be at least 18.
Legal age,
Yeah.
yep.
And then you
I
can make
mean,
your decision
we
for
don't
yourself
let-
for surgeries and things of that
Yeah.
nature, and taking the drugs and all that.
And
We
I
don't allow
I
kids
don't-
under 18 to make the choice to smoke a cigarette.
And I don't.
Why would we ever let
But I
them
don't
make the
think
choice about
parents
anything
should
else?
do that.
But honestly, if your kid, if your son wants to wear dresses and stuff to school, you're going to stop him?
Me personally, I would not let that happen. Not because I want him to not wear dresses, but because I know him well enough to know he can't handle the teasing.
So I actually liked the Roseanne show episode
Yes.
on
Yes.
that.
Did you watch that? You
Yep.
watched Roseanne, right?
I
I thought that
yeah.
John handled it, or a parent Connor handled their grandpa,
Yeah.
whatever his name is, John Goodman.
Yeah.
I thought he handled it like the way I would probably handle things. That's probably how I would respond to a lot of that.
Yeah.
I would give him the...
I loved at the end though.
I would
when he
tell
was
him-
like, you can wear the skirt, but wear some underwear.
Yeah. but I would be like, I would tell him.
That kid handled the teasing. Was the,
Yeah.
I'm just saying,
yeah,
if,
the parents
if
knew him
you,
well enough.
if you can do what you want, but every decision comes with a consequence.
Yep.
Yes.
And you have to be willing to take that.
And the
Is
flip
it
side
right?
is
Should
it
they,
okay for those
should
kids to
they
do
be
that?
teasing
No.
you? No.
No.
But they're going to.
But real life
So-
is.
Let's be honest. Kids will find
Anything
anything
to tease about.
Yeah,
absolutely.
You.
So
Yeah.
and that's so like I talk to my kids all the time, especially Alex because he's very sensitive to things. Is that like they're gonna find something.
Yep.
So if you want to make it easy for them, you do the XYZ.
Well, like
it's just gonna come at you.
I got teased
So be
because I
prepared for
was
it.
12 years old with a mustache. I mean, seriously.
He gets teased because he's 45 years old with a beard that's gray and balding head.
No, I don't.
So my last name is Cunningham, so I was the smart pig in school because Cunningham. I mean, kids will
Kids are
find
awesome.
anything.
Yeah.
Kids are awesome.
Yeah.
Shout out to all the kids.
Yeah, I was never teased about anything.
No,
Yeah.
I wasn't.
Knew
I wasn't.
better.
I wasn't ever the
I
shortest.
told him I
person
know where they live.
Yeah.
Yeah, the teasing pretty much stopped
It-
when I was 6 feet tall in 4th grade.
Wow. I never got to see
Actually,
it.
mine only stopped like that once I realized I was bigger than everybody.
And once it clicked in your head, you're like, oh.
Yeah, seriously. Because I was actually picked on and took it and all that. And then it was like, wait a minute.
Oh, man.
I was teased for stuff, but I never. I mean, I didn't care. I'm like, they're gonna feel the way they felt, and I just didn't care. I mean, they called me catfish and put like fish food in my lunch. I just ate it anyway. I didn't give a shit. I didn't care.
So that goes along with the Kavanaugh stuff. Can you just keep scrolling up?
Stop putting that in my face. I'm trying
Oh, sorry.
to scroll to what?
There is a video. I don't know if you guys watched it or not, but keep scrolling up, and I'll tell you where it was. This video here. Did any of you get a chance to watch?
I did not
that?
watch
I didn't
this.
even
I did
see this
not.
one,
Yeah, I
actually.
didn't see this. What is
So yeah, I'll.
Oh, no, yeah, I did. Now I remember
What?
it.
I did not
So-
see this. What is this?
The woman.
Oh, my God.
So
Two
the woman
actors.
faked that she was pregnant. They went out. They went
I
out for
bought
like
this
2
one.
years,
I know.
and then when they broke up, she called him and said that she was pregnant and was gonna have a baby. And then she gave visitation. He got to see the kid every other week. And then
I assume he's paying child support.
Yep.
yeah, he was paying
That's
child
what she really
support.
wants.
And then out of the
Bees,
blue,
babies.
the kid was just gone, and she's like,
But
"What-
basically,
what
she
kid? What are you
borrowed her
talking
friend's
about?"
kid
Yeah, well,
for
but
visitation.
This went on for
Yeah.
years.
So he actually thought it
He
was his
thought
kid,
he
bonded
had
with the
a
kid,
son, his
and then she
parents
got tired
thought
of
they
keeping
were
up the facade, and
grandparents.
so she just...
Yeah, and just was like,
There
oh,
is no
what
kid.
what kid are you talking about? I don't have a kid. And so he filed a missing person
he thought
report
she actually, like-
because he thought that she
Holy
killed the kid. And so the police investigated it, and what it was is she was babysitting a kid,
Yeah.
and every other weekend when she had the kid with her, she'd have him come
Hopefully
up and
he
visit
gets
with the
to
kid.
sue the shit out of
no,
her.
she got put in
She
jail.
got 2
Good.
years
2
for
years.
fraud.
2 for fraud?
Fraud.
Yes.
Yeah, 2 years.
2 years for fraud. And the
But
guy.
that's not like any kind of gender bias or anything. Just
No,
saying.
yeah,
Just
nothing.
saying.
Oh, jeez.
I mean,
But-
fuck.
But the,
Can you imagine what you'd feel like?
the
I mean, as a
guy-
I feel like
dad,
your
you-
kid got killed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The guy
You just
wrote a
lost your
letter
kid.
to the parents because they found out who the real parents were, and he wrote a letter and was like, "Can you please give this to the parents?" and just kind of explain the situation and like, I'm really sorry that this happened, but like I really care
love my
about that
son,
kid.
your kid, yeah.
He was like, my parents are no longer grandparents. I'm no longer a dad. Like, you don't understand. For years, they thought
That's
that they
insane.
were parents, and just to have that taken away. And the real mom of the kid was like crying, like, I can't even read that. This is just. But yeah,
She had no idea.
2 years for fraud. 2 years for fraud
How about-
for destroying that
I mean,
man's life.
fuck, dude. If
I
a
need-
guy,
can-
I'm telling you right
can I get
now,
this topped
if
off?
a guy did that, if a guy did the same exact thing, the fucking world would explode. You stole a baby from a mama.
Uh-huh.
Like, you're gonna go to jail for attempted murder of the feeling of having a
Cliff.
child. Whoa. Whoa.
Why'd I call you Cliff?
At least it starts with a C.
Chris, I don't know why you're going all like that. Guys are horrible people.
Oh, you're right.
Guys are horrible. Girls can be
They get whatever they got coming to
Plus,
them.
they have a uterus and you don't. So
You're right. That makes them win. You're
everything
right.
about kids is
Winner, winner.
This
So
is
onto a
just
little
stupid. Stupid.
No, we gotta get onto it because
Just so
here's what this
stupid.
did.
Halloween is coming up,
So
though.
Halloween's coming up, and I want to talk about this because let me tell you what this article did for me. I had zero interest in The Handmaid's Tale. I saw the commercials for it, and I was like, I didn't even watch the commercials. Like, what the fuck is this dumb? Who cares about some handmaiden? This is stupid. I read this article. Now I'm utterly intrigued by what this TV show is about. Like, dystopian future, like...
I don't even
Oh.
understand why they act like this is so weird. I mean,
So it's not
They
a
make
thing.
sexy
Isn't
costumes
isn't
of
this normal
everything.
though?
Yeah,
Yeah.
anything popular.
Handmaid?
Yes.
Yeah.
Handmaids, right? Everyone has
Handmaid.
one, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I do.
No.
I have two.
No?
No. What, are you being sarcastic?
How can you not know sometimes? It's just
No, I mean like.
Dun-dun-dun.
Man.
So what really? So you know? Did you read this? Or you
Yeah,
posted it?
I
Okay.
read it. I've seen every
I've never
episode
seen the
of
show.
the
Is it
show.
good?
Really?
Is it
Yeah.
good?
You watch it?
So yeah,
I thought it was a chick flick.
It sounds like a dude thing to me.
My wife watches it. I do
Julie's-
not.
It's
I do
an
not.
interesting show.
So the website yandy.com, that's all they make is lingerie and sexy clothes, guys
Yeah.
and girls
Yeah.
stuff. The literal description of the costume, which looks nothing like that. It actually looks like a sexy Red Riding Hood.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah,
The description was take back your woman empowerment or something like that with this maiden's handmaiden, like every description they have is like, how can we not get sued?
yeah.
Because they don't get approval for any of this stuff. And like, it's literally the only description out of all their lingerie stuff that's like women empowerment, and these people fucking attacked them for
So
bringing
the
down
reason
women.
that they said that was that there were women that were wearing the handmaid's costume
Yep.
to protest
At Trump
the Brett
protests.
Brett Kavanaugh and Trump and all of that, and whoever the owner or whatever was like, that was their first time. Like I don't think they watched the show. Like
Yeah.
they saw that and was like, oh my gosh, we gotta
do a sexy version of that because people buy it when
And
it's not
they
sexy.
were. I don't think they were super familiar with the concept of the show.
Yeah, but who cares?
I think it was.
Yeah,
What?
they're
It's
stupid.
a fucking Halloween
The website was
costume.
dumb for taking
Yeah.
it down. After this, they would
Yeah.
have sold out.
Never.
Like,
yeah.
oh, stupid to take it down.
I
It's actually a
saw
pretty
it.
good looking outfit. Like
It's
I
a
was like,
cool
damn, that's
costume.
a good looking costume. But now I want to watch a couple episodes and see about this whole like.
Oh, dude.
I think
Women-
you would
women-
like it.
I probably would.
I think so.
It's a
I think he
very
would like it.
intriguing show for sure. I mean, it's
I do.
it's a
I
little
tried
bit
watching
weird
it.
watching. With
It's been
your
on when I've
wife.
been there,
It's
but I
weird.
don't.
Yeah.
It's weird.
It's I don't know.
What intrigued me is that it had the chick that was on the show Chuck. It had the spy that she actually is an actress.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
no.
when I saw her, I'm like, oh, and then I'm like, oh.
So
never mind, I don't
basically,
wanna
there's
watch
Rory
a
Gilmore's
lot
on
of
there.
women can no
Okay.
longer have
it. Oh, I know who
babies.
that is.
Yeah, and so the women that can have babies are taken into slavery and
Right.
forced to have
Yeah.
babies because otherwise the population of the world would not. I mean, I'm not saying it's okay. Let me make that.
That's the premise of the
Me
show.
like
But that's
you're-
the premise of
The
the
premise
show.
of the show
Yeah.
is you're
You're
allowed
okay
to
with
rape
it.
these women if you want to, because as long as they get pregnant, it's okay.
No, they're not.
Like it said. It said
No,
right in
it's
the article.
rape. There's
It's not.
no
They
consent.
own them, so they can do that.
There's
Oh,
no
I see what you're saying.
consent. It's
Well, if
rape.
you own something, you don't have to have its consent, do you?
It's
I
like
don't
owning a
agree
cow.
with
You can
that,
still have
but-
sex with that cow.
You actually can't. I didn't know
Give
there
it
was-
time.
I didn't
You
know
will
there was
be able-
refills available. What the f?
Chris, give it time.
I
You
got
will be
posted
able to
tonight.
have sex with that cow.
You could probably marry the cow.
Sorry. That's it.
I identify as a cow today.
Oh my god.
Or a bull.
So on from gender
I
bias
identify
stuff.
as a bull.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, that's good because I identify as a bull, Alan.
So I didn't actually read this article.
I did. I actually read this.
I follow Vice and Occupy Democrats and like all that kind of stuff because I don't want to be in an echo chamber. I want to see
Sure.
what other people care about. So I try
not
to
as,
post more things.
It's
that's
not as argumentative as it sounds in the headline.
yeah.
The article is just identifying the fact that in the earlyhood of desegregation, one of the things that was done was public swimming pools, because white affluent neighborhoods could afford to support them,
Mhm.
and black people didn't generally live in those affluent neighborhoods, so they couldn't go there.
Sure.
So there were no public swimming holes, and so that generation of the 40s and 50s kids, the black ones did not learn how to swim, because why would you?
Right.
Unless you lived near the creek or something, right?
Yeah.
So
The creek.
I did say creek. You knew what I meant.
Yeah.
So
I didn't know
As
what the
those
funny
parents-
was so funny.
as those parents grew up, they made intentions to have their kids learn to swim. It has become prevalent in current day, like where there's the guy that refused to let a black family into the thing, and like that's fucking 2018. Like you can't do that.
Wait,
Oh.
that happened.
Yeah, one of the swimming gate people was like, you don't.
Oh,
now
my
to his defense, they didn't have a neighborhood ID, so.
But he basically made
but he
this.
went
You were
crazy.
supposed to have an ID to get in. They didn't. But basically, because they were black,
Which he says not because they were black.
he
So-
said not. But let's be honest. He
Let's be
basically
real.
was like, "There's no way you live here." So
Yep.
Yeah.
Which
There-
they do.
So
They
there
do.
was the other one where it was like another country club setting or whatever, and the guy was wearing his socks in the pool, And, like, he was wearing clothes. It was like pants and socks and that. No. And they were like, you can't do that. You need to wear appropriate attire. And he refused and stuff and got kicked out. So they were like, oh, you're kicking out the black family from the pool.
That's the bad.
Why can't you wear pants?
The bad side of the downside to trying to enforce the rules against anything anymore is somebody's going to pull the card.
You have to have.
Oh, it's because I'm transgendered. Oh, it's because I'm a woman. Oh, it's because I'm a man. Oh, it's because I'm not white. Oh,
it's because you're an asshole.
It's because you're an asshole.
That's why.
Yeah. But the article is actually interesting because I didn't understand, or I never learned or knew that originally, the article says this. I don't know if it's fact, but it makes sense. Originally, public neighborhood swimming pools were intentioned to keep the black families out. It makes sense to me because a lot of that happened right after desegregation. Baseball, football, all that stuff. So I totally believe it. There's somebody, like, there's an organization whose goal it is to bring in people who don't live in the neighborhoods and teach the kids how to swim. I'm all for that. Everybody should fucking know how to swim. It's fun. Unless you just float naturally.
He still knows how to swim.
Still can swim.
Yeah.
So we need to do our special.
Yep, we need to break and do our special here.
All right. Yep. We're going on pause. What are we doing here?
We can't.
I'll go get it. You guys can find. Yeah, we're live. We don't live. I'll go get the stuff ready.
All right.
Y'all can continue.
We have any other?
Well, there's plenty.
Soft topics.
There's plenty of topics.
Soft topics.
That was a soft topic, but I don't think we want to talk about that.
What was
Jesus.
Oh, so are you grabbing the beers too?
Where's your bet?
It's in the fridge.
You're giving it away.
Bell's over them.
Jeez.
I didn't.
Can we go to a new thing? What else we got?
Well, let's talk movies. So I finally saw The Revenant, that Leonardo DiCaprio, the one he won an Oscar for.
Oh yeah, no, I never did watch it. I heard nothing but bad.
Gosh, nothing but bad. I don't.
Doesn't he talk like 4 times or something?
Well, I mean, he doesn't say a lot because
that's why he won an award finally.
Damn.
Oh, the bear attack!
I think the bear should have won.
Holy
To be
crap.
honest, I think the bear should have won.
Well, you know, it's based on a true story.
It always is.
No, like it's based on a. You can Google the guy. They said that, like, yes, they think the story has been, like, stretched a bit, but
they wanted to make a movie.
What?
No, there really was a guy that was attacked by a bear and crawled like over 100 miles to the nearest post and survived it. Like, there's records and everything of that happening. What they changed... Oh, and then he was left for dead by the people that he was with. And he did find the guy that left him, but that guy had joined the military. So he was like, I'm not going to kill you because you're in the military, and we need you in the military, but if you ever leave the army, I'm going to kill you. But and then he ended up dying later. But in the movie, The Revenant, with Leonardo DiCaprio, he finds the guy and kills the guy. Well, actually, no, he doesn't even kill the guy. The Indians kill him. But he was ready to kill him.
I was going to watch that movie.
You spoiler.
So, like, the Indians, like...
Native Americans.
Indians or red-eyed Indians?
I just looked it out, and that's all I had.
And I didn't say it.
All you need to watch in the movie, though, is the bear attack scene. Like, holy crap. It was legit. And the cinematography...
Man, I just walked in the room and spoiled the movie for there's a bear attack in it?
You know, that's what the movie is about.
So, in other words, what you're telling me is that the best part of the movie is the part that Leonardo had a stand-in for.
Yes.
I get it. I can see why he won an award then.
Oh my gosh. Do you not like Leonardo DiCaprio? Like, what's your...
No, I mean...
He was great as Romeo.
DiCaprio is awesome.
Yeah.
He's one of my
Leonardo
favorites.
DiCaprio.
He's one of my favorites.
But, yeah, it's...
Oh,
I thought that
we're
was
hating on his man crush.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
sorry.
I have no... Yeah, I don't have a man crush on him. I felt
just a regular crush.
Seems like a big can. Holy cow. Doesn't it? Doesn't seem like a big can. It seems like such a big can.
That one's mine.
When there's beer coming out of it, it seems like such a big can.
So this is just a cheap way of doing it.
I had a little 4-pack. They had a Strongbow apple cider 4-pack combo is like a different. Each one was a different flavor, and they're little cans like this. Me and Julie drank that before we left.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I drank 3 of them, but she tried each one of them.
Well, that counts.
So today is National Drink a Beer Day,
So,
and we're celebrating Oh wow!
Oh yeah.
I have never ever had.
I love how you're starting with me, by the way.
Well, it was the smallest amount of booze.
It was.
So I'm gonna turn this thing here, and it's gonna
Well,
come out there, and you
better
have
be
to.
ready.
You're gonna have to down it, dude.
You have to down it. You just
Yeah.
have to open your gullet.
Oh my god.
Just let it flow.
Pretend you went to college.
Here, let me move phones and stuff when you.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
I'm headless. Oh my god. Are you ready?
Yep.
Get set.
Go.
Suck it.
Whoa. Flood him.
He's not. He didn't open his mouth.
Oh,
so.
there it goes.
There it goes.
Dang. Yep. Ah.
Oh man!
Whoa.
I don't want the phone, but wow!
I'm gonna go clean this out so
Yeah,
we don't
you
have
need
to have
pour
nasty
it
beer.
slower so you don't have head in
I
it.
didn't pour it.
Wow.
Yeah, you got a lot of head in there.
I always get a lot of
Little
head.
do you know.
Well,
Wow. How was that? How was that, Nathan?
you don't really get to enjoy the beer when you drink it that way.
Exactly. The only reason me and Alan are willing to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Enjoy the beer.
Hand me one
The
of
thing
those
is, though,
napkins?
I can't down it like that. I just can't.
You're gonna have to.
Yeah, you have to.
There's
You
no
have no
choice.
choice.
Yeah, I do. I can
This
shut
is-
my mouth.
This is
All
happening.
over.
This is happening, Alan.
I've done it out of a
And he did
ago.
bottles. What the hell was he thinking?
Yeah.
Nathan was smart bringing that can. That can looked very big when he dumped it in there.
12-ounce bottles.
No, they're 16 ounce, right? Bottles are 16.
No, they're 12.
So they're saying
So
it's
the
a can?
can's probably
Yeah.
8 then.
Oh, I
No,
thought-
the can's 12.
Can's
too.
12
Oh,
too?
Yes.
Oh.
I didn't realize it was the same.
I
really
thought
didn't.
bottles had
Shows how
more
much-
than cans.
So did I.
Bottles are 12 ounces.
12
dude.
ounce bottles, bro.
Yeah.
So they're
Is
saying
the
it's a
can
can?
12
Yeah,
ounce
the
too?
taste
Cans
better out of
12
the bottle, in my
Huh.
opinion.
The can's 12 ounces.
I don't
too.
buy.
No,
I don't
but
do
we
that. I'm
need
like,
to
I don't know.
figure- we need to
My
figure
alcohol
this out.
comes in fifths and
Or are those
1.75
16
liters.
ounces?
Is that 16? It's not. It's 12.
It's 12 fluid ounces.
Yeah.
And then what's the can?
12.
There's no way.
There
Yeah.
is.
Why
It's
yes.
the same exact
No, it's
amount in
not.
bottles
Because-
and cans.
This could
Yes.
fit in the can if you cut the top off.
Yeah.
Give me
show
one
you
of
my
those
Yeti.
bottles. Give me one of those bottles.
Dude, I'm about to pour it in here. I'll show you the
Yeah,
second.
it'll be the same.
Okay, show me the empty one.
I'm gonna pour it with less head.
Yeah. You're up next.
Why am I up next?
Because I don't want to.
I don't really want to either.
Maybe Chris should go next.
Chris can go
I'll
next.
go next. Actually, I want to go after this one.
Why after this one?
Just because I do. I like standing up and giving.
Here, let me see it.
It says on the little side piece.
It's
the
12
si-
ounces.
the
people.
side-
How do
Rotate
you
it,
not
rotate it,
know
right there where
this?
your, no, where your
The
left-
side piece just
where
always
your
looks
pointer
better.
finger is.
What the crap?
Look, it's the same amount of
Same
beer,
amount,
dude.
It is.
It says 12
Yeah.
ounces right there on it.
I've honestly always thought
So
that
did I.
bottles had more
Nope.
than cans.
No.
Even the bottle cans are 12 ounces.
But bottles taste better. That is
Bottles
true.
taste
They
better.
they
Not
do.
that they taste good, but I'm just saying they taste
They
better.
Wow.
taste better.
Who's doing
I,
this one? Roy or Alan?
Alan.
You.
Oh, no, I'm doing the one after this.
Alan, I'll go last.
I'm holding
Okay.
it up for you, Chris.
I can't.
I need somebody
I'm
to
not
hold
going to
this.
be able to just down it. I'm telling you.
Let's
that
be
right
honest. If you just both stand up, Nathan can just stand up and hold it for you.
True.
I don't need to get on the couch.
Yeah, no, that's what
Just
I said.
sit there. and
Have
just suck
any
it
of you
down.
guys
I
ever
know.
done a keg stand?
Nope.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've done that one.
Have you?
I know.
Yes.
Not.
Yes.
How many people would
Going.
that take?
Going.
4.
Suck. Suck.
Chug, 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 chug,
Oh,
chug,
he's going.
chug,
Is he
He's
going?
got it.
chug,
Close.
chug.
Oh, don't
Come
blow.
on, you got it.
He's
You
gonna
got it.
blow.
Keep going, keep going.
I
No.
was gonna say he's gonna blow. He's
Yeah.
gonna blow.
So
Oh.
close. So
Here, I'll
close.
finish it.
Yeah,
Okay.
let him
I'll
finish.
finish
Okay.
it. I just had to stop.
You're gonna have to put it in your mouth.
I know.
Oh, I can
So
come
now
down.
you
I'll get it.
So now you know about how much I
His
come.
eyes are red.
Dude, I've heard.
come.
Racing,
So
dude.
now you know how much I come because he can do that much.
Woo! Oh my
Chug, chug, chug,
Ready?
chug.
god. Here comes the rest.
National Drink a Beer
Watch
Day.
out! Alan will paint your couch. He has no problem having shit come back up. Woo!
Oh my god.
Wow. Wow. That was awesome, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You've now done it.
You ready, Chris?
I'm ready.
I've never done one of those. I've done a flamingo, which is a similar thing. It's just out of one of the flamingos.
How about the
Yeah.
How about the cake stand? Did you ever do that?
No.
I do a keg stand.
So keg
I don't
stands,
like beer enough to do all
That's
that
what I'm
crap,
saying.
Yeah.
keg stands are just weird because like
I've
you're
done
drinking.
a liquor bottle stand.
You're drinking. Well, you're drinking upside down, and like you're
all the
having
blood
a.
rushes to your head.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
when you drink it, you have to
And-
force the drink up your.
Yeah, it's not like
You know the funny
there's
part
no
is,
gravity.
no one ever encouraged me to do one.
Yeah.
They would have had to.
They would have had to hold you up.
They're like, no, he's fine. He don't
So
like beer.
I was at a party and everybody else had done a keg stand, and I was like, "Yeah."
Me?
No, I was like, "Yeah, that's awesome." And they were like, "Come on, we gotta get you to do one." And I was like,
See.
"If you get guys willing to do it."
See, I was smart. He just hung out with me. He didn't have to deal with beer.
All right. You're gonna have to rotate it to the
I was
left.
like,
You know how
yeah,
it works,
you
right?
don't like beer, sweet,
So
we're
I'm
best
rotating
friends.
it.
Yeah.
The blue one.
Yep. All ready?
Neither one of us ever have to drink beer.
Oh, man. Damn.
Whoa!
Jeez! He took that like a champ.
He's tired.
Okay, Roy.
I don't
I
just.
think I'm gonna pass.
Yeah, no, you're not. You are not passionate. Fuck that.
Make sure you're on camera.
You can be sure that I don't disappoint.
Now we know how much Lisa comes.
And she uses one of these.
Well, I don't want to miss an out.
Okay, that's good.
I bet you Lisa could do this.
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
That's how she drinks all her beer.
Yeah.
6-pack a night, just like that.
Yeah.
10 minutes.
Damn.
What we need to do is do this with like tequila.
Oh, no. No, we do not. No, we do
Have you
not.
seen the movie Cockblock?
All of a sudden, all the equipment just... I guess they're off air.
Roy, you ready?
Technical difficulties?
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
It works better if you don't let the seal around your mouth go on there.
If you
That
feel like-
just goes
I
faster.
want to be clear. I've watched this guy drink 84 ounces of stuff.
just let it go straight through, like
I can't do that.
Let me know when you're ready. Are you ready?
As ready as he's gonna be.
chug, 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 chug. Oh, come on,
see?
you
Yeah.
almost got it. Oh,
You can't do it. See, I can't either. I can't either.
As soon as the taste registers...
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I
Yeah.
didn't taste it. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Yeah, you did, because it just went right through you. It was like you were a sink drain. Yeah, that's how
That's it.
mine...
That's just heading up.
Yeah. Yeah, I couldn't
So,
do it either. I don't
you
feel
guys-
so bad now.
you guys shouldn't have told me that bottles are the same size as cans, because I would have been like, well,
Damn,
you're
those are
impressive.
soldiers.
yeah, I would have been like, all three of us are on the same page, because that's exactly how much I finished.
So,
But
do you want to take the night out with some Jello shots? Get that
yeah, let's
flavor out
get
of your
some Jello
mouth?
shots.
I'm good.
All right, I'll
Okay.
be right back.
And then we...
It was. I was like, oh, and
Yeah.
then as soon, all of a sudden I get the taste. And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, shit. And I was like, I can't now.
Because it goes fast. You
Yeah,
don't taste
at
it
first,
till it's...
and then all of a sudden it's there, and it's like, oh.
Yeah.
And then it was like,
Yeah, that's how I was, too.
Yeah.
I do not know how people
But
just choose to drink
If you're
that.
gonna
on a
drink beer, that's the way to drink it.
Right, but seriously, there are people who choose just to do that and
I
be like,
know. And sip it, yeah. Oh.
They'd rather have beer than a mixed drink. Like, I don't...
I just don't get it.
I will say-
I mean, I know some of you don't like scotch and all, but I mean,
don't like scotch.
but I'm just saying, I would rather have iced vodka
Than beer?
than beer.
Wow. So everybody always
Probably
said,
do a
like,
flavor, a little twist. but-
beer's an acquired taste.
No,
beer's
it's not.
an acquired
No,
taste.
it's not.
But my response was always, I don't want to acquire the taste of crap. Like, it tastes like crap. I
don't
do
get how
not want
people
to
do it.
acquire
I
that.
don't. Yeah.
But I will say there are some
Scotch
beers
is an
now.
acquired taste, though.
Oh yeah, I would say that. I have not acquired
But
it
see,
yet.
but
You
honestly,
can
no,
fix
it does not
that.
surprise me that
Why?
certain like people like I have that palate right for taste, so
Yeah.
I can pick out those nuances in Scotch,
Yeah.
which is why I only like certain Scotches,
Yeah.
and some to me are just horrible.
Yeah.
But I get those different flavors that they describe, and a lot of people are like that's bullshit.
Yeah.
And
No, I believe you do.
But I taste those different things, and it does. And
Your daughter straight called me out and was like, you know you better take more than just 4 of those.
my kid!
She knows.
Squeeze around here.
Or you're sitting down. You need to go get 4 more.
Nope. All
right.
We'll have more, but after the show.
Okay.
So, these are strawberry jello with strawberry pucker
Ooh, strong.
and vodka.
Strawberry
I
vodka.
just added.
Cheers.
No, we didn't have strawberry vodka
Oh.
that I wanted to waste on jello.
Cheers.
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 Cheerio, mate. Cheerio. Cheerio.
You don't have to be careful cheersing these because it's not going to spill out. Come on.
I love how you guys like broke yours up. I just sucked mine right out of it.
Yeah.
It comes out clean if you break it up.
Oh, that's actually pretty good.
Look, mine came out
That's
clean just
tasty.
sucking it.
This is like not jello.
It's good.
It was on clearance jello.
Yeah.
It's
That's all, you,
75
good.
cents
that's
a
all
box.
you really need.
Yeah, it
Yeah, you
tastes
don't
good.
need expensive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I wanted to not just do like booze. I wanted to do like flavored booze.
No,
Yeah.
Because I've learned to be a better mixologist.
It
Right.
tastes good. I mean, it's no Everclear shots like mine.
Yeah, but then we won't color my carpet. So
Yeah.
So Brett Kavanaugh,
We don't have carpet.
we got to
5 minutes. Let's take it out.
We got to
Alright.
finish with that.
Brett Kavanaugh is not done yet, so we'll find out how that goes.
Yeah. So I did find out like an hour or so before the show. Donald Trump did go on ahead and order the FBI investigation, but it's limited in scope and it has to be done
Because he's already been investigated by the
Yeah,
FBI
he's already
for
been
this job.
investigated 6 times.
Well, that's for other jobs. He was already
Yeah.
investigated by the National Bar Association and the FBI for this job.
Yeah.
However, the National Bar Association is the one that encouraged another investigation and would basically put in their thing saying, you guys need to not vote on this. You need to take the week and do it.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
But
I'm just
It's not
saying,
their right to say that.
they have every
Yeah.
right to say that.
No,
because
they passed him
everybody
the
has
first
no,
time,
rights to
so-
an
listen.
opinion.
Yeah,
They
no,
do
they-
because the first time they were endorsing him.
Right.
And so was some Jesuit something.
Yeah,
or other. And
which-
both
who
of
gives a
them,
fuck
both
about
of
that
them
stuff?
have withdrawn the support. So all I'm saying is there's enough at least to question.
In their minds, having watched the actual hearings, I don't want to get into that part till next. It's all done. What bothers me about the whole thing is that it is super clear to me that in America you are guilty until proven innocent if somebody says you touched them and you're a man.
In today's day and age, absolutely.
With the whole
Period.
Me Too movement, that
Yeah.
seems like that's where it's
You
going.
are guilty. Like, hands down, all the conversations that I've had on Facebook, actually, surprisingly, fewer females are defending her than males are defending her on my Facebook friends. Which
Now
really
I read
bugs
something
me.
today, and I don't know you guys follow more than me. Is I read something where she's passed a lie detector test and he has not taken
No.
one.
So
She took a polygraph.
Right.
It's not a lie detector test.
Whatever.
yeah, and
Well, there's no such thing as one. They're not even admissible because they're so easy to break.
You can figure out how to.
It's
fake
not
them.
even can. It's that you can literally like take a couple Tylenols and fuck
Okay,
the results up.
what I'm saying-
But either way, she took one and they didn't even ask him to do it. From what I read,
Okay.
they didn't ask him to until he got to the hearing. We're like, why haven't you done one? He was like, nobody asked me.
So the things that are funky about it is that, and she is a victim in this case as well because
Oh, yeah.
she gave
She's
the
being
letter.
manipulated.
Yeah, she gave the letter to Dianne Feinstein and asked for.
Let's stop right there real quick, though.
confidentiality. It
If
should be
you're reporting
reported
a
to the
problem, why are
police,
you
not
giving
the
it to a
se-
politician?
I agree. I
Yes.
agree.
That is
but
questionable.
continue.
People
But
said
continue.
that.
It's fine.
Yeah. But
I just my whole thing is I worry sometimes with you guys. You are not fully going into things unbiasedly.
I was fully ready to say the dude's a piece of shit.
Were
Oh
you?
yeah, because I had a conversation with my mom a couple weeks ago where she was like, "I'm so tired of all these guys that are assholes. The movie theater guy and this guy and that guy." I'm like, "Yeah, they're all like fucking the president's a piece of shit over this stuff." Because I mean, we got recordings of him saying, "Oh, just grab him in the pussy." You know, locker room talk or not, it's not okay. But so I was ready to fucking dismiss this dude until I watched the hearing, and I'm listening to this stuff, and like the dude worked for Ken Starr while they investigated Bill Clinton. The Democratic Party put $1 million bounty on anything you could find on anybody who worked on Ken Starr's team that was related to sexual misconduct. Many people were caught and reported and found. Millions of dollars were paid out. Nobody did it to him.
So
I'm saying there wasn't
that
an
doesn't mean
accusation,
anything.
and there was no findings on him then.
Okay.
And this isn't like something that happened since then, supposedly. Yeah. The woman can't corroborate her story. She can't remember things. Like, listening to her own testimony, it's like, well, I mean, I feel like something bad happened to her. I just don't know if I buy who she's blaming and why she's blaming them.
Nope. My guess is this. Once again, I haven't watched much of this. My guess is he probably did something to her. I don't think it's nearly what it's being made out to be, because now it's convenient and now, right? So, yeah, did he probably do something wrong? Probably. Like any other college student can probably be found. I'm not justifying any behavior. Yep. All of us have done something we are proud of. I can't really weigh in because I don't really know. But my whole thing, just like everything else, when something like this is going on, of course, the Democrat side of the House has every reason to try to figure out why he shouldn't be there, right? Because they don't want him there. So absolutely, because that's exactly what the Republicans would do if it was the other way around.
But if that was their only intention, it would have been brought up back in July so that it could have been investigated.
But that's not what I'm saying their only intention is.
Yeah.
Stuff like this always comes up
before elections.
Well, not only that, but when other things are trying to be done that they don't want people to focus on.
Yeah. The United States is focused on Kavanaugh. What is the Democratic Party and the Republican Party passing
my understanding is there's law or things being passed right now that's gutting, for budget purposes, Social Security,
Medicaid,
and all these other things. But see, no one's focused on those.
It's already in the House, and that's what all these people are running on right now, and nobody's paying attention to it.
And this is what always happens. It's always a smoke and mirrors game.
Yep. So my biggest frustration with an argument from anybody so far is I had multiple people say, well, the Republicans just didn't show up when Obama tried to put somebody in place. Okay, that's shitty politics.
Right.
But it's not ruining a dude's life.
My thing...
Like, fuck, this dude's life is done.
Okay, let me tell you what.
Regardless if he did or not, his life...
I mean, he's fine because he'll get this job. He's going to get confirmed.
And it doesn't matter. He's super rich anyway.
Yeah, he's super rich. So I don't feel bad for him.
What I'm saying is, you know how you could really prevent this from having nearly the impact? Because let's be honest, if really what they care about is because he's getting on the Supreme Court, right?
Yep.
You know how you fix that? Quit making it a fucking lifetime job.
Fucking thank you. I said that earlier today.
Right?
I was like,
seriously,
why is this a lifetime thing?
Because guess what? If it was 4 years, people would be like, okay,
the next president. And yep. I firmly believe you should be able to hold public office if you're older than retirement age. If you are not making law that confirms to the majority of the United States that is actively working, then you shouldn't be making laws.
You can only be a career politician if you start at the lowest level and work your way up.
Oh, sure.
For
Switch
me,
jobs all you want.
It's everything. You can be in that role and then move to this role and this role. But you only get the 4 years.
Yep. You want to be the president, you got 8. You want to be a vice president, you can do 8 more. You want to be a Senate leader, you got 4. You want to be a congressman, you got 2.
But you better
You can't go back and do any of those other ones.
No.
Now, you can go from the highest one to the low. I'd be fine with that.
Can you be a vice president if you've been a president?
Yes.
Actually, you can.
And it has happened. There has been a president who was a vice president, like, intern for whatever reason.
No, I'm talking about the other way around.
A president who then later became a vice president.
Really?
No, it was like an interim thing. One of those, like, secession things when somebody quit or whatever. It was. I feel like there's one case. There are cases of vice presidents being the vice president, being an interim president, and then getting elected twice. That's the longest run of a president.
Well, no.
So
10 years was the longest run of a president, wasn't it?
No, Roosevelt. He had 3 terms.
Oh, yeah.
And that's when they put in the law
that's
about
when
the
they
2
changed
terms.
It. Yeah, because... And there should be terms. Nobody should get to run the country for a decade.
There should be terms on all of it.
Yep. I'm just saying.
And this wouldn't be an issue.
And it wouldn't be nearly the issue.
Especially on Senate and Congress.
But the biggest problem is...
There's people pushing 90 years old.
Oh, yeah.
The
guy that died that he's replacing was 88.
Well, I mean, even in Congress.
Yeah.
But Supreme Court, because it's for life. These people stay there.
And they're just skating on dollars. You know,
it shouldn't be that way.
I've seen some things that bug me is that everybody assumes guilt, and he is not being given a fair trial. He's not even on trial because you can't try him for an accusation of assault 30 years ago.
Yep.
The other thing that bugs me is
that for Cosby.
Well, no, that was actual rape.
That's different.
His
would be a misdemeanor.
But let's be honest, it's all the same.
There's different levels.
But what I'm saying, the concept is the same. 30 years, 40 years later, people come out because now all of a sudden it's convenient.
I have something to gain from it. Yep.
Right.
But
with Kavanaugh, the other thing is like the way she paints the whole story. to me sounds like he tried to get some. He got a little aggressive in it. She said no, and it was like he got mad and left. Which is what you're supposed to fucking do.
I was talking with someone at work today a little bit, and we were like, it's tough, man. I mean, to be a guy now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I said today at work.
That's what we were saying.
And she was even saying, because she actually is not for him or anything, but she said the whole scheme of things, it's you have to watch.
Yep.
I mean, you have to watch certain things going on if you have young girls, right? Because there's also bad things happening in that line of things.
Yeah.
But at the same time, your guy, you have to constantly be like, well, did I ever do anything that could come back?
Dude,
you have to start thinking, you're like, what?
Yeah. Today, I can think of times where I went on a date,
Yeah.
and at the door, after the first date, I went in for the kiss, and they turned their head, and it was like, oh, well, that sucks, and you walk off. Now, I'm thinking, shit, I could be accused of attempted rape.
Yeah.
Honestly. I mean,
Yeah,
I could fucking, she could say I tried to rape her that night.
I'm like, how do you, as a dude in the dating scene, how do you
Waivers.
progress it?
Waivers and
Yeah,
videotaping.
I mean, how do you progress it from
GoPro on the forehead.
I mean,
That's
they
why
can
amateur
take
porn's
back
so
their
big now.
consent.
That's right. You have to film it. You have to film
Sorry,
it.
babe. It's just for safety.
It's just for safety.
Can you please state on camera that this is consensual?
Yeah.
But what they're saying though is that you have to continue to get consent. Like yes,
Yes, baby. Yes, baby.
isn't
Yes.
consent.
No.
And I can't go. I have to immediately stop.
Well, and that's true because even if you're married and your wife tells you no and you force yourself upon her, that's rape.
However, I want to
That's
say,
rape.
having a daughter, at any point, she should be able to say no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There shouldn't be some kind of rapist
Now
fine
you can't
for
have
being
sex
in
and
the
then think about it later and say, I shouldn't have done that.
Right.
And complain.
Exactly.
You
You
can't
can be
do
in
that.
the method of
Right.
sex
You
and
can't
not
just be like,
what's happening.
oh, damn.
No, you should have just chalked that up
I
to
was
a
drinking.
mistake.
I was drinking, and I was being hoey kind of tonight.
Yep.
And that's on you. Sorry.
Yeah,
So there's a poster at a college that I saw.
That's
But at any point, they say no.
It sucks, but you gotta stop.
Yeah, you have to stop.
But stopping that, if you do that, you weren't raping her
No,
before
no,
that.
no,
Right.
There's no backtracking. As long as you stop.
You
at that
want to
point,
stop? Fine.
Okay.
Fine.
Yeah.
Sucks. I'll go shake it off.
Yep. Seriously.
So there's a poster at a college that I've seen pictures of, and it's I actually read to find out if it was real. It says Jack and Jill got drunk. Jack and Jill had sex. Jill didn't want to. Jack's a rapist. What? Fucking they were both drunk? Fuck, Jill's a rapist. And if that's all the facts I got to go on, Jill's just as much a rapist.
You know, that's what's going to take, though.
Yeah.
A guy's going to have to come out.
Yeah.
And
There are plenty of cases of guys.
I think you have something on here. The Asia Arteno or whatever her name is. She came out and she was saying about these other guys and stuff. And then there was one came out and said that basically she
there are
was
two.
underage.
Yeah,
Yes.
she was. Yeah,
Yep,
she was
that's on-
having
that's on
a
our-
relationship
Yeah, it's one of
with
the-
an underage.
Yep.
Oh,
she
the
was
one that
one of the
started the
first
Me Too thing.
thing.
The
Yes.
one that
Yeah.
started the Me Too
Yeah,
movement
that's
what I'm saying.
has pictures of her
And
in
it's like-
bed with a 17-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
It's rampant among female teachers.
Yep. It's actually more. I
It's-
don't know if it's more.
It's
you really do
reported
hear
on
about those.
Yeah, you do.
But you know why? Because the
what
girls
guys
don't
gonna
go
say no.
Well, and not only that, the guys are the ones that are going to brag.
Yes.
So it gets out.
Let's
Seriously.
be
Yeah.
real. If you want to have sex with your teacher, and she actually does it, and you ever want to do it again, don't say anything.
Right.
But they do because they
Because
can't help
they
it.
can't help
Yeah. They.
I hit it.
Yeah.
So I hit it,
And then all the friends are like, "Can I get some?"
show me a picture, or they're
So-
like, show me a picture, and you do it, and now you're fucked.
I do want to say something about the whole trial thing because we got like way far
Well,
away.
it's not a
from
trial; it's a job interview.
Yeah,
by the way.
it's not a
interview.
trial.
Sorry, I shouldn't have said trial. I agree, but shush.
Senate
So
hearing.
she gave her letter. It was supposed to remain confident, and it was
Yeah, right.
Diane
To
Feinstein,
Diane Feinstein.
her lawyers,
Any of them,
and
Yeah.
and I think there was one other
Whatever
person
it
that had
suits
copies
the
of that
agenda.
letter.
Yes.
But that letter got released to the press, and then that's how it became public.
But they waited until
Yeah, and it
before
was the
confirmation.
night before the
'Cause they're-
vote that it was.
they
released.
want
Because they
Install
want
it
shiny
till after
object.
the midterm.
Look.
Yeah.
Well, and they
And
want
then-
to wait till
and
the
it-
They want to push it off till the midterms.
And then, in
so they can hopefully
addition
vote
to
down
that,
there.
because Dr. Ford is being used.
Oh,
In
yeah, it's
addition
not her
to
fault.
that, the
mostly.
Republicans, they're the ones that are leading that thing or whatever. She didn't want to fly out and have this public hearing. They had said, we can do a private hearing. It doesn't have to be public if you want to fly out for that. But she's like, no, I don't want to fly out. I don't want to fly out. So they said, okay, we will send someone to you to do a recorded interview, but all of this communication was between her lawyers, like not her.
Right.
They were passing it on. Well, somehow that never got sent to Dr. Ford. And so during the hearing, they said, we want to make clear, you are aware we offered to come out to you and do an interview private before, and she was like,
yeah.
No, and she was looking at her lawyers like, are you
Now,
freaking kidding
I don't
me?
know what it is, but it's convenient that there's a nice little shot of somebody paying her lawyer or giving her lawyer an envelope with something in it.
That was
like, who knows what it is? It could just be some kind of piece of information.
It probably is.
But it's funny. Like,
But they
don't
do
do
that
stupid
shit.
things.
But
Like,
they
don't
do.
do dumb things. The
Yeah.
whole thing's on
And
video.
my
Don't
whole
do dumb
thing
things.
is and my thing with all is everybody wants to get whatever suits them,
Yep.
right? So all the Republican folks are like, yeah, see, let's see what they're trying to pull. See,
There's a ton of
motherfuckers. This you could flip this around, and the other side would do
Yep.
the exact same
So,
shit.
our
They're
coworker
all just
actually-
as
I don't
bad.
think
Our coworker said-
Republicans would make false accusations about rape to...
Really?
Heck,
Do you
show
really
me.
believe this?
What's the chick's name from Alaska? Tea Party girl.
Oh, Palin.
Palin.
100% would do it.
You if you really believe that, you are naive.
Yes.
I'm not defending Republicans or
okay,
Democrats.
They haven't done it yet.
Okay, they haven't
It's-
done it yet,
it's
but
precedent
every-
now.
know of.
It's
Every
precedent now.
single-
Now, every time it happens, the Republicans or Democrats aren't happy. Some girl's going to come out with a rape
Absolutely.
accusation. Or if it's a girl
so
getting
with
nominated,
this
some
Brett
dude's going to come
Kavanaugh
out.
thing, every single female that's come forward just so happens to be liberal and like
Okay,
all
wait
this
though.
kind of stuff.
But
Who's in
I'll-
charge?
I'll wait and see what
who's
happens,
in charge
though.
now?
I'll wait and see
Since
what
the
happens.
Since the Me Too movement, who's been in charge?
I'll wait
Conservatives.
and see if it happens on the other side, but that is
It
not...
will. It will.
It
Like,
will.
if anybody had thought about this idea
Yeah.
when Obama was president, there would have been people accusing him. Just nobody thought about it at the time.
Let's be honest. Look at Clinton.
Yeah.
It's okay. He's a Democrat, though.
So that was actually one of the other
I'm
things.
just
is
saying.
that
he got away with it.
So the
And
woman
America
that had
didn't care.
the-
They kept him as president.
But see, I honestly,
didn't care.
the whole thing, like the
It was
whole
consensual.
I have a bigger problem with people having an issue with like the whole Stormy Daniels thing, right?
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
I don't care
Yeah.
what any of
Yeah.
the politicians
He didn't
do
rape
as
her.
far as that goes.
Yeah,
and I don't care if
I
he
don't
paid her to
either.
keep. I don't care if he paid her to keep quiet from his wife too. I don't really
Just
care
like
about any of that
clear
stuff.
back, you go clear to the Kennedys, all that shit.
Yeah.
They were all whores.
These dudes are super
they were.
powerful
I don't
with lots
care.
of money. They're fucking around.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Same thing with the women.
And you know what?
Yeah.
I don't care.
I don't
I
care.
don't either.
All I care about is policy and can you do what you say you're going to do?
Yeah.
And the answer is no. Our coworker had a really good analogy for this whole thing. The whole thing comes down to you got a couple of kickball teams in prison, and you pick two people in charge of the kickball teams. In the end, they're all in the same prison. They're all doing the same shit,
Yep.
and they're all just the same equal
And
people.
that is
Yeah.
politicians.
Yeah.
Politicians are all the
And
same.
let's be honest, if we just want to, I don't know if you all believe it, but let's be honest, all them
They're all buddies.
are owned
by
the people
Oh,
who
yeah.
really running.
Absolutely.
the Koch brothers, blah, blah, blah.
George
The
Soros.
real money and
Yeah.
the yes,
the real
real
money.
If
money.
you say Koch brothers, you have to say
It is
Soros too.
absolutely
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah.
one of the worst.
The Buffetts.
Absolutely, it's
Any
all.
of these
Any
people
of
with the
them.
mass
Yeah.
money. Like,
who's
the
really-
1%ers are running all of this.
No,
Some of these,
no.
Some of these aren't 1%ers.
The
Oh no, the
1%
1%
of the
of the
1%ers
1%ers. Yeah.
are running.
the
everything.
old money.
Yeah.
Because that was one of the questions that they were trying to get at was like, so who paid for the lie detector test? Who paid for all of this? Who's paying for? And she was like, well, as far as I know, the lawyers. She was like, I haven't talked finances with them or anything, but I know at
Yeah,
least
because
one
they're
of them
using
is
her.
going
She
on
don't
pro
know a
bono.
fucking thing about what's going on.
Yeah, and then the lawyer cut in.
convenient.
But anybody she's got coming out to help her, they're all like, we don't really know. Like, yeah, I mean,
For
I
all
don't
we
remember
know,
that.
She could be part of it.
Well,
I don't think
the
she is.
lawyer
Well,
went
no
on the
different
camera
than
and
like
said,
this,
like, we're
his
both
roommate.
pro bono.
Remember
Yeah.
that roommate
Yep.
guy? Now all of a sudden he's
Mark
backtracking
Judge.
on stuff, right?
Yep.
Guess what? You want to think he got some money slid his way to the first time? Here's what you remember.
Oh, here's
and
some
now,
more.
now here's the other guy saying, "Well, I got more money."
Well, I
Okay,
don't remember.
I remember some other shit now. Actually, he was a real boozer and womanizer.
You
And,
know what's funny is
I
that
haven't
just-
heard that
yeah,
yet.
they picked on this
But
dude.
It was like his.
What? It was Mark Judge?
I don't remember his
I don't
name,
know
but
the guy's
it was
name.
his roommate in college.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't
The
think
best
Originally,
part is-
originally he came out in his favor. Then all of a sudden, he's changing his story and being like, "Well, actually,"
I don't really remember.
but he remember. Oh yeah, he was
He
kind
remembered
of
early.
drunken, and he did a lot of
What's interesting about this
it's
dude,
just- it's
of
so-
all the guys you're going to pick on, you accidentally pick this dude who has kept his fucking calendars for the last 30 years. Handwritten in a fucking book calendar.
Damn it.
Like, he knows where the fuck he was, whether he was drunk or not.
Right.
Because he fucking wrote down, I'm going to this party, I'm going to this thing.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay, I'm gonna be honest.
I feel like I need to start doing.
Right?
I'm gonna be honest. Let's be honest. He's probably guilty of something.
Something.
Everybody
He
is
guilty
guilty of something.
Everybody
He's
is.
guilty of something.
Something.
Is it as fucking heinous as rape or attempted rape?
I think honestly it should be one of these where this and the only reason they're making such a big deal is because this flips the weight.
Hugely. Like,
They
hugely.
have control now
Total control.
Yeah.
of the Supreme Court if he gets on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that is their concern. Right. And the only reason it's such a big concern is like we talked earlier, it's because now it's for life.
Yep, now it's for life.
And he's not 90.
Yeah, he's fucking actually decently
You
You
done.
see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For
He's
Supreme
got
Court
30
guys,
years.
yeah.
for a Supreme Court guy, he's young.
Yeah, he's got 30 years on this court.
Yeah.
And if you would,
I'm
if
fine
you
if it
if
flips
you
in
would
that
change
favor.
that rule, if you would change that rule,
It wouldn't matter.
then
Give
this
him 5 year
it'd be
tenure.
like,
Yeah.
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 Whatever, we'll have... Trump's
If
not
he
going
had
to win
dropped
that
they
time.
would spend their money somewhere else
Yes.
because now it's no longer
Yeah,
a
if you don't
lifetime
think
a
in my
drop in the
favor.
bucket-
If you don't think
Yeah.
millions of dollars are floating around this room, you're insane.
Well, and that's because that's what I said about Trump, right? Everybody's like, oh, this or that. And I'm like, okay, fine. But let's be honest. You know, because I asked this person today I was talking to, and she's definitely anti-Trump. And I'm like, okay, do you think he will be reelected? And the thing is, you can't tell. Because no one thought he would be elected the first time. Because people like keep quiet about that shit.
So
Yeah.
I didn't vote for him the first time. I plan on voting for him next time. After I've seen what he's done.
I'm just saying, though, right? But once again, it's still only 8 years. Now, I do have to worry about what he might try to pull in the second because he
got no
doesn't have
fucks
to,
given after
he doesn't
that.
have to worry about trying to get reelected.
Right.
Seriously.
I always
No,
wondered
and
about
he's-
that.
But I always worry,
Yeah,
and
I
it's not
always
just
wondered.
him.
I did
I
the same
worry
thing
about
with
a
Obama.
second president with any
Yeah.
of them
Yep.
because then they're like,
Obama was caught on microphone like at a UN meeting or something saying like, just wait until after
I know.
I'm reelected and then we can.
Did you
have
watch
more
that video
room
of
to do
Trump
this.
though? I don't. It was on Facebook. It was him addressing the UN.
Oh, yeah, where
and
he was like,
I've
I've made
done
America great or something, and they all
basically
laughed
they
at
were
it.
like, my administration's basically. He was saying his
The best.
administration's been the best of any
Yeah.
and they actually
They laughed at
laughed.
him. And he
he's
was
like,
like, I didn't
"Why
expect
didn't expect
that."
that result?" And he kind of chuckled.
But
and
he
all.
rolled with it
He
because he
doesn't
knows
care.
he
Yeah,
doesn't give
he
a
doesn't.
fuck.
Yeah.
He could care less about all this. Let's
Yeah.
be honest.
You're right.
He
And you
didn't
know
even
what?
think he was going to get elected the first time.
You know,
didn't.
every day he wakes up at 3 o'clock and
He's
he's like, God damn
I
it.
pulled it off. You
Yeah.
fuckers!
Well, there's
What?
video,
Go do it again.
there's video of him in interviews 20 years ago going, if I was ever going to run for president, I'd run as a Republican because I get voted for and I win. And then what would happen?
Yeah.
Like, he's fucking around and
I
he's like,
know.
no.
Think about it when it first all happened. They didn't want him.
No,
Nope.
they didn't.
He was not their choice.
No.
But then they're like, that's the only way we can
We
win.
can't stop
Yeah.
him.
That's the only way we can win.
Yeah.
There's two things that happened.
This
One,
train's rolling.
everybody else that was against him were just your typical Republicans that were just dumb as fuck.
Yeah.
And they didn't want him. And the nobody wanted him.
Yeah.
But the fucking American public was
Why
finally
not?
fed up
Yeah.
with, you know
Why
what,
not?
fuck
Fuck
you
it.
guys.
Yeah.
We're going to put this asshole up here because he's going to piss you
And
off.
every time, what I tell the Democrats every time is, well, if that's the best you can roll out against them, you deserve to lose.
Right.
I do. I just...
The Republicans couldn't do any better.
Right.
So that's
It was funny because election night, my coworker, super hardcore liberal feminist, like loved Hillary, and she was like, "There's gonna be the
Of all
first
the people.
female president tomorrow," and blah blah blah. And she's like, "Nathan, you need to just deal with it. You need to just deal with it. It's gonna happen."
One of
Just
my
accept
favorite
it."
things
And
was-
she left
Yep.
and she went home. She came back in the next morning late. Her makeup,
Crying?
like she had been crying all night, didn't even do her makeup. She just walked up
There's
to my desk
there's
and was
actually a lot of
like,
people that
people
cry
were
over
she was
this,
like,
honestly.
"Don't say an effing word," and then just sat down at her desk.
That's
and didn't
horseshit.
talk.
You
Yeah,
don't
'cause
even
now you
come in
can't
with that
say-
attitude because had it been the
Yeah.
other way, she would have been all over you.
I know, and I'm just sitting there laughing. I'm like,
Dude,
I posted
even the
on
people
Facebook.
during election night were like, yep, this one won Democrat. Yep, that one won Democrat. Yep.
I
What?
love,
What?
I love watching those
Oh,
videos
it's
of
so
like
good.
all the reactions.
My favorite thing is the
This is a
person that's on
white
my
lash.
Facebook accuses me of being a Trump supporter all the time, and I've never posted anything
Yeah.
that says either way.
Yeah.
I've
It's
posted
funny what
funny
people
things
assume.
on both sides, and I finally like just chatted with this person privately,
I didn't
and
vote
I'm
for
like,
either.
I didn't.
I voted for.
And I'm like, I didn't even
Gary
vote for
Johnson.
Trump.
That's why I voted
Like,
for.
I vote, and I said, don't get me wrong.
It's
I
funny
didn't
the
vote
vote
for
for
Hillary.
Hillary.
Isn't it funny though? If you ever say you didn't vote for Trump,
They assume you
do
voted
you
for Hillary.
automatically? Oh, you vote for Hillary.
I voted for Gary
Or
Johnson.
if you voted for, if you say you didn't vote for Hillary,
I
oh,
did
you're a
too.
Trump
Yeah, all
supporter.
four of us did.
Didn't say that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all four of us
Even,
voted for Johnson.
even with us voting for Johnson, we voted for Trump.
Well,
Yeah,
no.
yeah,
Well, what did
that's
we
what they
actually? We
tell
talked
us,
about it.
yeah.
What did we actually vote for?
We voted
a
for
third
Gary
party
Johnson
nom the
because
next
we
time.
wanted
Yes.
him to get 5%. I knew Gary Johnson
Nope.
wasn't
Yeah.
going to win.
No,
I didn't agree
yeah,
with
I
all of
didn't
his
expect
policies.
No, I didn't either.
He was a moron.
I was trying to.
I wanted
I-
to make it where he was in the
We
next guy
have
was
to
in the
break
debate.
Because they would,
Yes.
We
they
have
would
to break
have
the
to
two-party
have the
system.
We
And we
do.
did. They did get the 5%.
You
No,
have
they
to.
didn't.
Didn't they?
No.
I thought they got the
No.
5%.
No.
You
It was
have to
like
break the
3
two-party
Yeah.
system.
That
You
was the
have
thing.
to.
I was like, I want to see whoever replaces Gary Johnson in the fucking debates.
Yes.
I want to see him on the fucking real ballot.
Yes, I do too.
I want to see
I
some
want a
other
real
option.
opportunity for them
Even
to
if
be heard.
yeah, even if the
'Cause, yeah.
option's another fucking weirdo Trump, at least I have 3 options.
Yes.
Because, like, with the Gary Johnson, he wasn't even on the ballot in all of the states
Nope.
because you have to pass all these
Right.
things in every
Yep.
state.
And it's stupid.
Whereas the
Or you have to be
Republicans,
Republican or Democrat.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're,
Which is
irregardless,
horseshit.
whoever
Yeah.
gets voted, they're on the ballot in every single one.
And on that truth bomb,
Are we out?
we're gonna go
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, it's
I want you guys
Yeah,
to
we definitely
enjoy
went
the
over,
vivisectors here.
Damn. Might have smoked that one a little.
Yeah, you took that way down, bro.
I can't get it out. I thought it cool because